Dobardan, Divine Pisces 222. It is Thursday, April 9th, 2020. I'm going to do an energy check-in. I'm going to do it a little different today like I did yesterday. I wasn't actually going to do one. My energy's been kind of low today, honestly. But my intuition's like, no, you need to do this. And I received information from one of my guides that I should focus on karmic cycles that are ending. Whether that be with a karmic partner, a codependent cycle, maybe a cycle within your connection. So I guess that's what we're focusing on today. All right, let's get this started here. Kind of had an epiphany last night I'd like to share with you guys too. I've been talking about the reset and the shifting energies and that sort of thing that are coming with these resets. And I know I've also talked about how this year it's like whoever the unawakened twin, whether it be divine feminine or divine masculine, is basically going through the awakening, much like the now awakened twin went through in previous years. So specifically last year, we had a lot of awakenings last year. And so when I say reset, it just kind of hit me what that means. Like basically the unawakened twin has switched places with the awakened twin. The runner has become the chaser, and the chaser has become the runner. So take that as it resonates. So cycles that were ending well. Some of you are ending some pretty serious commitments here. And that could be, a marriage. It could be high level commitment. It could be a job. It could literally be some sort of legal issue. Maybe custody or something like that. There's something, I say specifically regarding, I would say relationships in general. There's some sort of judgment that's coming forward here, like some sort of, obviously karma, since we're talking about karmic cycles, but there's something, obviously, okay, here we go. This appears to be rooted in expectation. Yeah, so all right, so a cycle surrounding expectations right now. Some of you are ending that. There's some sort of decision that's been made about this situation that's ending in some sort of, I would say almost like a separation of some sort. Again, it doesn't have to be with a relationship. It could be with a job. Maybe, you're losing your job or you're getting fired or something. It could also be maybe a plan that was in place that you had expectations on that didn't quite work out. Okay? And so there's some sort of cycle that's coming to a close because of that. And some of you are dealing with the codependent cycle here, which could be a financial one. Some of you could also be ending a cycle of poverty or being in kind of like a negative mindset, which has been preventing you from manifesting the things that you want. Okay, so some of you are ending that cycle and some of you are ending a codependent cycle. And it could actually be all connected to this as well. Okay, so some of you are really moving forward as far as releasing some codependency here, which is allowing you to also release expectations, which is allowing you to move forward in your situation, whether that be a karmic situation or whatever. Could also be within your connection. Keep that in mind. This could be regarding your connection. But yeah, look at that. So community and main male. So I think specifically right now, divine masculine here, okay? Divine masculine here is specifically dealing with some communal or possibly family expectations. Could also be religion, what have you. Okay. Divine masculine, very, very, has been in the past very worried about what people think. And this is almost telling me here that divine masculine is realizing his worth. Okay. So he's ending that cycle of low self-worth. He's ending that cycle of selling himself short. Okay. And realizing that the expectations have been keeping him trapped. And he's ready to end that. Okay? Wow. Wow. Okay. And of course, this could be for Divine Feminine too, but this specifically to me is highlighting Divine Masculine right now. Now, for some of you, this could have to do with your Divine Masculine, meaning the situation that you're going through is involving your Divine Masculine. Okay, so again, could have to do with your connection. All right, let's take a look at Divine Masculine, see what's going on. Yeah, okay, so boom, there's that cycle ending right there. Right there. That emotional roller coaster, so to speak. Divine Masculine is really wanting that to come to a close. He's trying to end this emotional codependence. I feel there's a lot of emotional codependence, not just financial, with Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine is very, very much worried, like I said earlier, worried about what people think of him. Okay, or he was. He's bringing that to a close, guys. Very emotionally codependent on what his family thinks. Okay, specifically, I'm getting family here. Okay, family expectations. Okay, which has been keeping him emotionally, I say devoid. Like, you know, basically in a place where he feels like he can't even express himself. He can't express his emotions, or he's going to be hit with conflict, right? Right? So ending this this defensive, I feel Divine Masculine has been in very, very much a defensive mode for a really long time. Just constantly feeling like he has to defend himself, things coming at him all the time, which of course is leading to that emotional instability, right? And the whole situation that he's in where he thought he was happy, you know, here's the illusion here. Here's the illusion, right? But in reality, he's constantly having to defend himself. So, I would say a very codependent and I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of the right word, like where you're feeling inner conflict. Okay, cycle of inner conflict ending. Yeah. Okay. Yep. So self-realization, realizing he hasn't been in his truth, deception, all of that coming to an end. Realizing in order to have this and this, okay, he must be in his truth, and he hasn't been. Okay, so deceptive cycle also coming to an end. All right, so that he can again feel fulfilled. Okay, but he must release this codependency first. He must release this defensive energy in order to have fulfillment in love. Okay, now whether that be love within himself, love with a karmic partner, love with his family, or love with his counterpart, you know, Divine Masculine needs to obviously release something, and he's done feeling stuck. Okay, so this is actually good. Divine Masculine, the intention is the closing of the cycle, and it's happening right now with Divine Masculine. Okay, so mainly with the codependency here, the illusions of the expectations that the illusions have caused coming to an end, so that Divine Masculine can free himself. Okay, it's good news. It's good news. Good news. Now, let's see what he does. Let's see what they do. All right, let's take a look at Divine Feminine. Let's see how you're mirroring Divine Feminine. Yeah. Well, all right. So Divine Feminine has ended what? What? A cycle of self-sabotage. A cycle of not feeling worthy of success. Basically playing games with herself. Divine Feminine has ended, or is ending, the process of ending that cycle. Right? Why? Because she knows that the focus has always been on herself, which is bringing her closer to fulfillment and fulfilling, of course, her life's purpose. And of course, union, right? Filling her own cup. And knowing where that comes from. It comes from within, right? Yeah, so Divine Feminine is also releasing what? Burdens. You know? She's saying, you know what? No more. No more. I've felt this trigger over and over and over again. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not going to make myself feel this way anymore. I'm not going to take on the burdens of others. I'm not going to let others make me feel like I am less than worthy. Right? So Divine Feminine also releasing a codependent cycle. Divine Feminine also releasing a cycle of worrying about what others think and letting that keep her here. Divine Feminine is releasing this. Divine Feminine is releasing heartbreak. Yep. Divine Feminine is releasing that codependency so that she can have her new beginning. She's releasing it. Some of you are releasing a financial codependency here. Some of you it's an emotional codependency. Some of you it's a mental one. Whatever codependency there is, Divine Feminine is releasing that. Because she realizes here, again, the purpose is herself. Her purpose and her fulfillment. Wow. Okay, so guys, again, you know, mirroring. So Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, both releasing codependency right now. Codependent cycles. That's awesome. That's awesome. No wonder my energy's been so all over the place. I think I'm picking up on you guys. Alright, let's take a look at the connections. Wow. Okay, I just want to make sure here. Yep. High Priestess in reverse. So we are ending, what are we ending? We are ending a cycle of illusion. We're ending a cycle of not trusting our intuition. We're ending a cycle of denying our true selves for the sake of others. Collectively. Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. I know this is the High Priestess, but also represents spirituality, okay? And spiritual knowledge. So we are ending the cycle of denying who we truly are for the sake of what others think of us and for, therefore, what others think of us affecting our self-worth. So we're ending a cycle of feeling unworthy because we know the secret of feeling worthy comes from within, right? Doesn't matter what other people think of us, okay? Some of you are, in fact, at this moment, releasing a third party situation, 3 and a 3, right? So some of you are doing that. You're releasing a third party situation now. And it may not feel like much fun right now. It definitely doesn't feel like a celebration. It's hard. But it will. Once it's fully released, lead to celebration. Okay? Yep. Some of you are we're ending the cycle of silence. Some of us are ending the cycle of silence. Some of you may be getting some communication. Okay? Also feel we are ending the cycle of not speaking our truth. Some of you have not been speaking your truth at all. Not really. Maybe half-truths, innuendo, saying one thing and meaning the other, hoping that your message would be conveyed, but not actually speaking the truth. Not to yourself, at least. Probably not to others either. If you can't be honest with yourself, you can't be honest with anybody else. See how this works? It's inside-out work, right? As Jupiter 1111 says, and she's right. Some of you are releasing a soul connection. Some of you are releasing the soul connection. Some of you are releasing this connection. Some of you are releasing a soulmate. Again, here, you're releasing a soulmate. Okay. Some of you, yeah, okay. So some of you are also, well, first of all, some of you are releasing karma within the connection as well. But some of you are releasing codependency in the connection. Okay? Again, especially a lot of divine feminines, but just in general, I feel like most of the awakened twins, I don't know how my hair is doing. Most of the awakening twins or the awakened twins have pretty much released these connections, or at least trying to release some of the codependency associated. And some of you are also, in general, releasing the expectations that come with like abundance. Like some of you aren't putting so much emphasis and importance on material worth and material gain. You know what I mean? Like some of you have been stuck in this loop that your personal worthiness is tied to your material abundance, and that without that you have nothing. Okay? And that's the energy Divine Masculine's been in for such a long time. He feels that if he loses his money, or he loses his material wealth, or his status, or family, whatever, that he's nothing without it. That's a self-worth problem. A big one. And a codependency, okay? His happiness, he feels like his happiness is tied into wealth, and that's not true. Okay? But that's being released. A lot of you guys are releasing this right now. Wow. Okay, so messages. Yeah, see, self-worth, boom, right there at the front. Can't make this stuff up, man. You just can't. So we begin and end with, I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. Why are you making yourself feel that way? Don't do that to yourself. It's not nice to yourself. Okay, let's get some advice. Messages from Source. What do we need to know about these endings? Yeah, okay, yeah, so, okay. Some of you are overthinking some of these endings. Yes, you are. You're overthinking it, but at the same time, is a big self-reflection period. And so it's actually, I feel like, don't let ego come into it. You don't want to overthink it necessarily, but there might be something you need to get some answers about, maybe to Source or to a spiritual leader, reaching out to friends or other people who are going through the journey, to kind of help you move through this, and that's again why it's so important to have community. That's why I stress the forum. Okay. And you can find the link to that in my description box, but it's divinepisces222.com/forum. Having others kind of help you and maybe even give you advice, or if somebody else has the same experience of something you're actually going through now, they already went through, it helps to talk to somebody, right? It can bring you realization. So some of you are going through a realization phase again right now. A lot of awakenings happening right now. A lot of just, oh gosh, that makes sense, like a click, which is good, which is kind of leading you forward to where you need to go. Some of you need to put up your boundaries right now, okay? With all this energy going around, all this releasing energy, okay? It's just kind of like, I feel like there's a huge purge of negativity happening right now, and it seems to be kind of like seeping. Does that make sense? And I feel, again, that's maybe why I've been feeling so low, because I'm feeling you guys and I'm feeling myself as well. So it's just like, just a release. It's a collective release, and I need to protect myself, for sure. But yeah, some of you, this is leading into manifestation. It's leading into your journey, co-creator. You can create your own reality, and a lot of you are doing that now. Okay. All right. Well, I hope this helped. If it has, please like, share, subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.